Guys, it's Ben here, and I'm here today to show you on how to use Photoshop CS2 through CS5. So when I first started using Photoshop, I had no idea what any of these tools meant or any of these buttons. I didn't even know how to start a new project. So first thing we're going to go to start a project is File, File, New, and this window will pop up. Basic settings for like a laptop background. Laptop background is 1280 by 800, and HD video is 1280 by 720. You don't need to mess with resolution, RGB color, white. Just make sure it's 72. RGB color, and you can change this to background color, whatever you want. I just keep it on white. Make sure it's 8-bit pixels, inch. Well, you can use inches and measurements like centimeters, and those are American measurements, not metric system. So pretty much you can inches is like if you're really gonna print this out and make it a flyer. Let's say you could let's say the flyer is 8 inches by 4, then you can make it 8 by 4. But we're just gonna keep this pixels. So click OK. Now this is your project. Projects are these things up here. So with your project when you first started, you'll notice there's a thumbnail of the background and it's locked, and you can't add any effects to this or you can use brush on it. You just can't use any effects. So to unlock this layer, you have to double click OK. First I'm going to go over these buttons at the bottom. First let's put some text in here though. It's Benny. My name. Go to right click on the image and go to rasterize. What this does is it makes this layer editable. You don't have to do this on all layers, just layers that are text or shapes. Now make sure you clicked on this image. And actually, first I should probably explain layers to you. I didn't understand what layers were when I first started, but basically it's just the order and the importance of each layer. So let me create a new layer by going down to this bottom right button, and I will make a circle. And well, actually, that's a bad color. Let's make it black. As you can see, the text is in front of the black circle because this layer is above it. If I wanted it to be behind the circle, just drag it and drop it. And if I wanted this white layer to be above it all, just go like that. You can probably explain it to yourself by that. Also, there's these buttons which make it invisible. Voila. So let's delete this. Now I have my image selected, and we'll go to the effects button. Effects are just common effects for your image. Stroke creates an outline. You can change the size. You can change the blend mode, which I'll go over later. The opacity and the color. Let's just change the size up a little bit right here. You can change on where it is on the inside of the outline of the photo, or on the center of the outline, or just the outside of the outline. You can then go to pattern overlay. There's just different patterns. I will put a website called Brush Easy in the description, and then they have tons of different patterns. So yeah, you can change the opacity of the pattern. You can change the size. I don't use these. Gradient overlay. Gradient overlay, pretty much, if you know what a gradient is, it's how a color fades to another one. You can change the colors by clicking on the squares, and you can make a new color by clicking right there. And you also have defaults, and this little polygon changes how quickly it changes colors. So this makes a more fierce impact, I guess, if you want to call it that. Then you have color overlay. This just changes the color of the image, not the stroke or any of the effects, just the image itself. Not gonna. Actually, that looks nice. I like that. Then we have satin, and what satin does, satin creates a almost crevice, I guess, to it. It makes the image look like it's going inward, and I never use it, and you never will. But if you do, you can change opacity, the angle, distance, and size, which you're not going to use it anyways. And I'll go over contours in another video because those are using a lot of effects and are very complicated. Then you have bevel and emboss. What bevel and emboss does, it creates dimension to your photo, and it creates almost an invisible sun. You can change where the sun is located at the angle and make sure use global light is clicked. And as you can see, since it is, let's say the sun is in the upper right hand corner, it's creating a shadow in the bottom left hand corner. You can change the depth, you can change size, and yeah, that's about it. You can soften that so it doesn't look so harsh. And contours, I will go over that obviously in another video, like I said, but these really can make cool effects on your images with bevel. Then we have inner glow. Inner glow just creates a glow on the inside of your image. You can change color, the noise, which just makes it more dotted and ugly, pretty much. Outer glow creates outer glow on the outside of your image, and you can change the color, change the spread and the size, and it's on the screen for some reason, so put that on normal. And as you can see, it does that. Putting the spread up makes it more packed together, as you can tell, and not as nice. So I usually have my spread down, but it'll differ on what images you're trying to create. Then you have inner shadow. I'm not going to explain inner shadow because once I explain drop shadow, it'll make sense. Drop shadow is, as you can see, it creates almost as if there's a sun shining on your image and it's creating a shadow underneath your image. You can change it which direction your shadow is going, sorry. And you can change how far your shadow is from the image. And you can also change the spread, which just makes it darker, which makes it uglier. And you can change the size of the shadow, and you can change opacity. Also, that's about it for effects, actually. This next button is the clipping mask. What clipping mask does is, let's say you want that image to be filled with leopard print. You go to this image that's in a different project. Oh yeah, so to open an image, you actually have to go to File, Open, and then Open an Image, and you click it. You can also drag and drop into Photoshop from your desktop, but usually I just go to File, Open. So right click on this image thumbnail up in this layers, make sure it's unlocked, and then click Control on PC or Command on Mac, Command C, Control C, and then make sure to go to your image and then click Command or Control V. And then click right click and click create clipping mask. Actually, I have to get rid of, if you want the clipping mask to work, you have to get rid of all of your effects. So get rid of all these effects on the image, only on the image that you're creating a clipping mask for. So now you click create clipping mask, and as you can see, this image is filled with the leopard print. And so basically you can just move this around. You can go to show transform controls, and you can change the size of the image, and yeah, basically that's it. And if you want these two images to be turned into one image, then you want to click right click on this and click merge down, and it will make these two layers one. So now you can't change where that skin is or where that leopard skin is located. So once you're set and you want two images, make sure to merge the layer down. Next button is the image adjustments. I will have a whole video dedicated to this because there are so many image adjustments that are important and nobody goes over. Also, we have this button is creates a new group. New group is just drag and drop this into there, and this photo is now a part of that group. But I don't use groups, and you probably won't either. And this is new layer button. Next thing we have are these. This is a selector. Whatever you make this selected area, it only affects that selected area. Or if you want the outside of that selected area, right click, select inverse. And yeah, and that's it. And also, if you want to deselect, click Command or Control D. Magic Wand tool selects a color and colors close to it. If you want it to select more colors, change the tolerance to 100. If you want it to select less colors that are closer to the color that you originally clicked, make sure to put that tolerance lower. This is the cropping tool. My cropping tool is messed up at the moment. Long story. Usually I would click enter and it would just make whatever part I selected the image only, but mine's messed up. Yours should work. This is the dropper tool. You just click a color and it'll make your foreground color that color. This is your background color, by the way. If you want to change it, just double click on it. I'm going over this button in another tutorial because it's important. This is the brush tool, and what the brush tool does is you can change your brushes, and pretty much brushes are a bit overused. They're just images, and you can change the color by going here. You can change the size of them by going up here, and so I'm not going to be really using these. Command Z. Here is a stamp tool, which I don't use, and I don't even really know what it does, to tell you the truth. In Photoshop, by the way, there are a lot of things to Photoshop, and a lot of useless things, and so if I say I don't know something, I'm just telling you the truth, and hell, it's probably not that important. This is history brush. This just gets rid of brushes. Actually, I don't even know what the fuck that does, to tell you the truth. So you won't use that button anyways. This is the eraser tool. You can change the brush from all the brushes you have. By the way, I have websites that have lots of brushes on them, and I will put a link in the description. This is the paint bucket tool. If you've ever used Paint, or MS Paint, you probably know what this does. That's simple. This is the blur tool, and it blurs the image. It's like a brush. You just you just go over it like that. Sorry. Also, this is the burn tool, or dodge tool, and what it does is it creates a lighter color over the image when you draw on it. As you can see, it's making it lighter. You probably won't use that one a lot. And pen tool, I have a whole video dedicated to. It's a very complicated tool. Not complicated, but very universal, and you can use it for a lot of different things. Text tool, right-click, make your text, change font, you can change style of font, you can change size, you can change different style of font, change color, paragraph. Here is the, I don't know what the hell this does actually. You won't use that, be truthful with you. A shape tool. This creates shapes. When you make a shape and you want to edit it, right click it, make sure to go to rasterize. Oh, by the way, yeah, rasterizing, I don't think I talked about that, what rasterizing does. Yeah, I did actually, so never mind. Rasterizing just makes things editable. I'm not sure if I went over that or not. Also, these buttons right here, what these buttons do is a style button. This just creates, styles are effects put into, a bunch of effects put into one, so you don't have to waste your time making all those effects. Yeah, there's a lot of cool, I'll leave Brush Easy has a lot of effects. A guy named, pretty sure MDC's on YouTube, he has a really nice effects pack, which I will put a link to that in the description. Here's colors, you can create different colors, just find the right color that you're looking for, and it'll put it to your foreground color. Paragraph is when you have text selected, it'll change. You're not going to be typing probably a lot in Photoshop, but if you are, you can change the paragraphs. What this does is this creates, if you have a text selected, this will make the horizontal spacing closer, so the letters are closer together or farther apart, and this changes size, and I don't know what the fuck that does. And this is the brush tool, and this is, you can select your brush, and you can change shape dynamic scattering. I will go over that in another video because you can do a lot with that too. And you don't need these. This is mini bridge, and I don't know what that's history, whatever. This is, you can change the opacity to your layers. Obviously, if you want something to be applied to one layer only, just make sure to click that layer. Also, these are very important. I will go over these in another video because you can do a lot with these. This is just a beginner's tutorial, obviously. It's very rushed, as you can tell. It's on the spot, but I think this will get you through Photoshop quite well for just starting out. I'm not sure if you guys like this or not. I enjoy editing. I'm not enjoying Xbox as much lately, so I'm creating a new graphics channel. This video is going to be posted on my main channel, Full Metal Jackass. Sorry for flipping my hair like Justin Bieber. It'll also be posted on my new channel, which I would love for you to subscribe to if you're going to be an active subscriber. I don't want you to be subscribed to me if you're not going to rate my videos. I don't care if you like it or dislike it. Just do one of the either ones. I love feedback. Please comment on my videos and tell me what I'm doing right or wrong. Favorite it if you like it that much. So yeah, this was a very quick tutorial. I'll be making more complicated and advanced tutorials. So just leave a comment and tell me what you really want me to do a tutorial on. Subscribe to my channel if you're going to be active. Please, I have no active subscribers at the moment. And that's about it. Make sure to check the description for the links I told you about. And that's about it. Thanks. Bye.